I've been watching your videos for a while and your videos are really inspiring. Thank you, Tila J. I think I'm saying her name right. I love seeing how you grow your brand. I've been trying to grow my email list too, but people aren't signing up and I've been stuck at 6 subscribers for a while. What would you recommend to get more people to join? I know having something to give them like a discount or a freebie is one way. Well, that's a great question, Tila J. Let me tell you how to do it. You have to warm up your audience. You can't just put it out there. Before I launched my actual business, I did this without even knowing. I wanted to build anticipation. Growing an email list is hard, but you have to know your audience, you have to know their pain points, their problems, and you have to think about any of the solutions that you can help them with because that's ultimately what they're coming to you for. Now, I mean, really think about it. Getting a customer's email address, their first and last name, maybe even a phone number, that's a lot of pertinent information that you're getting from them. This probably will sound so cliche, but you need to know your product or your service that you're offering. Think about the things that I can solve. What problems can it solve for your customer? What pain points are they experiencing? And really, how can you help them help themselves? What can your product or service do for them? How can it bring joy to someone's life? Let's take me for an example. I have candles. So if you put your mind into someone who has candles, what can this particular scent do? If I have patchouli, or if I have a lemon scented candle, or maybe even if it's just like lemongrass, it's relaxing, it's zen, it brings them a sense of peace whenever they burn it, or they're going through a bad breakup and they just need time for just me time or self-care. And I think it really just ties into what can your product do for this person? That's it. Think about these things, right? Starting an email list, you really have to think about what your product or your service, what it can do for someone else. Because how are you going to be able to sell something to someone or get them to envision it when you don't even know what problems it's solving or why you came out with it in the first place? Another key thing to think about is, who is your customer? We often think about this as, oh, our customers, you know, someone who's 25 to 35 and they drive Range Rovers and they do that. No. What things does your customer do? Where are they shopping at? Really think about your customer. Think about your target audience. What places are they shopping at? What things do they like to watch? What things do they like to listen to? What communities do you think that they live in? What states do you think they live in? What do you think is their pay grade, their salary? Like, literally get in the mindset of your target audience. And if you don't know your target audience, maybe that could be another video that I can help you with as well too. But for now, knowing your product or service and knowing who your target audience or your ideal customer is. What benefits does it have for them? I mean, literally, what's in it for them? Because at the end of the day, yes, you want them to buy it for them, but how is it gonna make their life any easier? Okay, so now after you've listed the benefits, how does that make it any different from them just say going into Walmart and buying a candle, or going into Bath and Body Works, which you shouldn't do, and buy a candle, or wherever you think that, whatever product or service that you have? What makes it so different? How can yours stand out, and why should they purchase from you? Now, I probably said this already 500 times before, but honestly, what problem can it solve? What problems are you solving for your particular customer or target audience? They oftentimes have a really stressful job. Are they going through a breakup? Are they needing something to just, are they having friends over and they want to cook a nice dinner for them, or one of their friends just went through a breakup and you're inviting them over? Like, what scent would they like to smell while they're going through this? Is it a self-care routine? Do they like certain scents that they like to smell? Like, how can it benefit them? What problems can it solve? Okay, after their friend comes over and they have this long talk and discussion about how they man ain't ish. Okay, then they light the candle. How is it gonna give the aroma and the atmosphere? How is it gonna make it feel calm and just whole again? Like, how is it gonna make them feel? What problems is your product or service going to solve for this targeted audience or this customer? Now, this probably really doesn't apply to me, particularly with candles, but maybe with my perfume oils. But how can this product be used, or this service, depending on whatever your service is? But like, how can this be used? I have my perfume oils, right? Date night, put it on. Girls' night, concert, you're about to get ready to go to a concert, you're running late and you need just something quick and you can throw it in your little pouch, your little purse, or your back pocket, because it's something that's very travel friendly, right? But don't not only just tell them about it, but show them how it can be used. Because honestly, I'm a visual person. I want to see literally how something is gonna look in my life. I wanna envision it, show me, give me, come in my brain, you know what I'm saying? Go through all the scenarios. If you need ChatGPT to help you come up with some scenarios or some lifestyle content, be like, hey, I own this business, I'm the founder of this business, or I have these product-based services, or I have these products, or I have services. Help me to come up with more lifestyle content that I can resonate with my targeted audience. And my targeted audience are these people, and this is what they do on a daily basis. This is where they shop at. This is, you know what I'm saying? So ChatGPT is literally there for us to use as a tool to help us with our content. So like I said, I just kind of gave you a little prompt there. Use that and see what it spits out for you. Now, if it says something very generic, just go ahead and tweak things, because we know how the internet is and ChatGPT. But just tweak it to your according. See what works for you and see what doesn't. And this is something that I didn't even really think about when I first started my candle business. Lifestyle, because everybody will always say lifestyle, lifestyle, lifestyle. I'm like, what the hell? Happy Friday. I'm trying not to get emotional. What the hell is a lifestyle, right? What is a lifestyle? A lifestyle is whatever someone is doing with your product or your service. Like I said, I could be working from home and I could be lighting my candle, and that's lifestyle, right? It's something that comes very seamless that we all do. It probably sounds like a lot, like the way that I'm saying it, the way that we're talking about it, but it's whatever just comes up in our lives that we incorporate those products or those services, and how easy it is. Like, honestly, I think we're probably thinking a little too hard about it, but say you light a candle before you start your self-care day or skincare time, or you light the candle and it's date night at the house, or you light the candle and you're about to start on, the brunch for you and your girls at your crib. You're about to have some mimosas. Let's light a candle. Lifestyle is anything that happens, in your home, or just things that you actually just do as a person. What does your life consist of you doing? Now style your products or your service around that. Another tip that I definitely forgot to add is, what is the story behind your product or your services? Why did you come out with it? Why did you found it? Why did you think that you needed to launch it? Why? People are nosy, so tell them. It's the perfect opportunity to tell them and to just brag on yourself for a little bit. Now, ultimately, this probably has a lot to do with how and why I was able to scale my newsletters so fast and to so many people being on it. It's crazy because I'll look back and I'll compare myself and I'll be like, dang, I need to get like more people on my list. But also it's just like, Taylor, you have a lot of people on your list. That's a lot of people. And let me tell you what I did. I think me showing up all the time on social media definitely did it, along with all the tips that I told you. So the benefits, any problems that I can solve for people, how can they envision themselves with it, a lot of lifestyle a lot of lifestyle pictures and videos and just stuff that people could see themselves in. I think that really helped to essentially paint the picture. Now, when I first started my business, I did a lot of marketing on Facebook and Instagram. So just a lot of, coming soon or countdowns, and just letting them know about like the stuff that was coming, once again, the benefits and how they could envision themselves with it. I know for me, with my candles, I painted the picture a lot with the fragrance notes. So let's say, for example, Love You Honey, right? That one has orange blossom, it has honey in it, it has vanilla bean, it has all these different types of notes. So ChatGPT wasn't even a thing back then, but let's just say it was. And honestly, I would just smell it, put the candle to my nose, and just try to portray as much as I could with what I thought the feeling that it gave me. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Taylor, that just doesn't come easy to me, and I get it. But the good thing is that you do have things like ChatGPT to help you with that. So gonna hold on just letting people know that this is the way that this candle makes me feel, and I know it can make you feel the same way too. This is the feeling that I get, and I just try my best to paint the picture. Now, one big tip that I used to always do is I would incorporate a lot of product-based photos, right? So I would have the candle and I would do like a little photo shoot outside. I would literally just have the candle in my hand, or I would set it up inside the house, just kind of like lifestyle, right? Lifestyle is meaning that something that you would typically do. You would light your candle in your home. You would light it while you're reading a book. So I did a lot of that content as well too, thinking back. And I didn't even know what lifestyle was back then, but I just did it because it just made sense and it felt like it was different. And being different definitely, you know, got some good results out of it. But I made sure to always link everything. Now, back in the day also, I wasn't really able to come up with my own like landing page, but what I did was I linked my actual website to whatever I was doing. So like, hey, you know, I'm launching my business and this scent is coming out, lavender, blase, blase, whatever information I would put with it. And I would make sure to just link it as well. Be like, hey, be the first to know, to sign up, to be notified when this comes out. Get on the VIP list. Act now, hurry now. We got 7 days or 14 days or whenever you want to launch. And that's just kind of what I did. I always made it seem like it was like a sense of urgency. Another thing is too, is if you want to do something where you're like, you know what, it's gonna be limited, or maybe even if it's not limited, but you just wanna act like it's limited edition, whatever the case may be, make sure that you use those particular words and those call to actions to let people know like, hey, this is a very limited drop, this is a very limited edition, these sales won't last long, or this product or service will not last long, so act now, hurry now. But I feel like now we have evolved so well in just like copywriting, so maybe that might not be the particular way that you say it, but like also creating a sense of urgency to get people off their butts to sign up to your list. And like I said, you are essentially asking for very important information from them, so you want to make sure you're building a community, but you also want them to know that like, hey, this is safe. Your secret is safe with me. I know your first name, your last name, and your email address. And you want to just build that trust essentially, because they're trusting you. They're trusting you with this crazy good information to like build your list. And honestly, I feel like building an email list is a sure way to enable that you are going to get the sales that you want when the day comes. I'm sorry. And I used to do a lot of launches when I first started very strategically in building my email list, because I knew for one thing that I could count on them to hit a certain amount of number when it comes to launching a new product. Now I'm gonna be doing the same thing for Black Friday. I know today is November 1st, right? And there's still a lot of things that I need to think about, but I have until, I'm saying until Sunday, but I really have until tomorrow to really hash it all out and what I wanna do, and like with sales or just exclusive deals or discounts for Black Friday. But if you are someone who is thinking about launching, please, by all means, you need to be building an email list. And like I said, I can make another video going really into detail about like more of the marketing that I did, how I linked everything, whether you do or you don't have Flowdesk, which I do prefer Flowdesk. I need to hit me up. I don't know how many times I've been saying it. I'll be writing them all the time on threads, but they be interacting, but they don't interact enough. Anyways, so like things like Flowdesk are available that you can create your own free landing page, or maybe say you don't even have your website yet. Like you can create a landing page with Flowdesk, and they have like 14 days free. I was someone who had Klaviyo for a while. I switched to Flowdesk, and it just made the process and the switch so much seamless and easier for me. And I know for this Black Friday launch that I plan to do, or whatever sales and discounts, I'm going to be building out another landing page to get people who are exclusively wanting to buy something for Black Friday. Now everybody will be on my list. Sometimes you get like new subscribers, and sometimes it's like the same people, but the good thing is that with Flowdesk, like there won't be any duplicates. So if they've been on your list for a while and they see that like you're promoting something else, like just because they put their name and their information in there, like it won't be a duplicate. It'll be like all in one, if that makes sense. Don't launch anything without building a list. I used to do this all the time when I first started. Where years went on, there's been so many differences with, you know, with the C word year, and just moving on from that. So I'm slowly but surely like gaining some traction back. But what has been working for me in my business and where I'm at is the landing pages. Black Friday is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy for me. It's gonna be crazy for you in a good way. Anything that you have gotten out of this just builds on nurturing and building a community and gaining the trust from these people and your potential customers or subscribers. And just like I said, what benefits can you give them? Or, you know, whether it's your product or your service, what benefits does it have for them? What's in it for them? That's basically it. What's in it for them? How can it solve their problems? How can it be something that's good in their lives? The importance of consistency just goes overlooked, and the more that you post about it, the more that they know about it and the more they're gonna see it. Someone had told me that it takes someone 7 times to see your product or your service in order for them to buy. 7 times. Ain't that crazy? 7 times? And you think, oh, just me posting once a day will be just enough. It's time to turn it up. Time to pump it up. It's the caffeine. Pump it up. Like I said, I can go to a different video or a separate video to do like a part 2 and get some more in-depth marketing and how you should market essentially to get more people on your list. But just think about the basics. Think about your customer audience. Think about your target audience. Think about your customer. What are they doing? What are they not doing? You know, what benefits does it have? And what problems essentially can it solve for them? And just talk about that in all your content and everything that it can do. Because once people see the benefits and they see what problems it can solve, because we all got problems, but how can your product or your service help me and mine? That's what I want to know. And I'm sure that's what they want to know too. Decide to go with Flodesk. I probably said Flodesk like 20,000 times already in this video. But if you do decide to go with Flodesk and you do their little trial, I need to see if they have like some type of referral code, because I would love to give y'all one. I can hook y'all up and y'all can hook me up, because everybody just needs to know about this. I feel like for a while Flodesk was so slept on because they didn't have a lot of analytics, but the things that they have built in, baby, you can't get that anywhere else. You cannot get that with Klaviyo. No shade, all tea. Anyways, if you do end up going with Flodesk, or you're ready to start your landing page, please put like Flodesk in the comments or something. I'm trying to see something. Also, if you want a part 2 and we can go into like real in-depth marketing and just how to essentially really get you ready for your product launch, let me know. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.